your aptitude with empathy to really get into the frame of reference for the person or people you're speaking with, is that an important aspect of how you build cultures where your people and the people you're working with feel safe and empowered to bring their unique talents into everything that they do?
Absolutely. We have to, in the business world or whatever it is, we have to think of everybody as people, because that's what they are. They're people. I think oftentimes we look at things as being, especially in the business world, we look at things as being kind of a cog or just a barrier. But in reality, we're all people. There was recently it's been 6 months or so ago, for those that are TikTok followers, it was a TikTok trend of people talking about this is who they think they're emailing, but then it slashes into a new video and it shows like this is the person you're actually emailing. And it was, while funny as a trend, you think about it a little bit too, going, yeah, everyone kind of has these same challenges and issues, but here's who they are really on a personal level. And I think that's what we have to kind of bring that out, is we have to get to know people on a personal level and actually try to build a relationship with them, because that's what's important. It's the whole, getting to know, the whole sales aspect of things. People buy from who they know, like, and trust. But then it's also the people don't know how much you know until you show how much you care. So it kind of goes into both aspects of things. It goes back to getting to know people as people and really understanding them and their story, because that's important to them, and I want to know about it.
Yes, it's transforming the person you're talking with from an abstract person to a very specific, unique, particular instantiation of all the factors that you're recognizing or identifying with in that person. It's not just that they're a person. It's not that they are a Irish-American engineer who plays hockey at night and has a daughter who's into thrash metal. It's that you're talking with Malachi Johnson, whose daughter is Samantha, and they have a cat, Tabitha, and all of those details and highlighted and engaging all of those unique aspects that make Stephen, Michael, Malachi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And getting to know them and helping to know what makes them tick as well. We all have some challenges. We all have different stressors. We all have different ways of how we deal with some of those at the same time. So I think that's, knowing each of those allows us to be able to kind of allow people to be authentic and be able to work through problems or challenges better, because we understand people as people, and so we can try to help navigate that at the same time.
In a business context where on top of getting to know the person, we also are either help with a problem. We are trying to explain, we want to get to a point where we can explain how the challenges they're facing we might be able to help with. We want to do the thing that we do that helps us help them to help our company make business. How do you balance those two aspects? And how do you know at each point in time what that right balance is?
Yeah, that is a challenge. And sometimes in leadership roles, sometimes we can be always wanting to solve the problem for somebody. So I think sometimes it helps us to get into their frame of reference as well by asking, well, hey, Michael, what is it that you tried, and what was the result of it? So that way we can see, what their thought processes were, and how they work through problems and challenges as well. Or is there something that you've thought about that maybe you haven't tried. So it allows us to kind of get in their mind a little bit and see what they've tried, maybe where their frame of reference is as well. But I think the biggest thing is just being open to having the conversations with people. And what I mean by that is showing that we're open and saying that someone can come at, if we say that someone can ask us a question, that it's being like my 5th grade teacher and saying, hey, there's no such thing as a stupid question. There are no dumb questions. The only one that's dumb is the one that's not asked. Because if you have that question, I promise you somebody else has the same question. So if we can help to kind of bring it out, and then it shows too. And then if they do come up with this, they'll say, hey, here's what I've tried, or here's what I was thinking, but I'm not sure how to start it. We can figure out how people best learn through implementation also. Yes, trying and implementing things is usually the best way of learning and making mistakes, but at the same time, some people may just see it differently, and here's what I mean is, I'll use myself as an example. I'm a watch, then do kind of learner. So if I were to come to review something and say, hey, Michael, do you mind showing me? Even if you screwed it up, I'm going to appreciate the fact that you did that, but I'm also going to see too that, okay, I don't have to be perfect with this because again, I can do the classic overthinker, and that it may need to be a perfectionist. So when I see you mess it up, I go, okay, he's still here. I can do this too, and then working myself through it, or just maybe taking that person that may be that dominant type A, that more of that type A personality that I'm not necessarily, and seeing them work through a problem or challenge with the confidence that they have, and then being able to mirror that. Because I think that is something that different personality types have the ability to do, and sometimes you have to understand what other people's personality types are. Do they mirror things as well? And I know that's one thing that I've done well. So again, just using myself personally, is that I can mirror people pretty well. So if I can see someone else do something with strength and confidence, I can follow that. But also knowing too, some people may just need to be, okay, I just need to try this 5 times and come back to you and tell you what the results were. Okay, good. Sometimes that's what we need. You need those as well. But others might need hey, I need to see this a couple of times before I really feel good with it. But then still coming back to, hey, you got to at least give it a shot. After we've done it 3 or 4 times, now you give it a shot, because nothing's ever going to be perfect, especially when identifying someone like myself who may be that perfectionist and saying, hey, it's okay, I'll show you 1 or 2 different times, but you need to, but then I want to have you do it once. So, if we're, in sales, hey, if we're going to prospect, I'll do it once, you do it once. I'll do it twice, you do it once. Whatever, I'll do it 5 times, and you do it once. Whatever it is, just kind of creating a little bit of that to help create that confidence. And I think kind of the having a little bit of a comfort zone while also understanding that they're stretching just a little bit for somebody to follow along with it.